Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the University of Toledo College of Nursing Fall 2023 Bachelor of Science in Nursing White Coat Ceremony. My name is Kathleen Mitchell and I serve as the Associate Dean of Student Affairs in the College of Nursing. It is my pleasure to begin this evening's ceremony by introducing our Fall 2023 BSN students. At this time, I ask you to silence your cell phones and please stand if you are able. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce Dr. Janet Powell, Interim Dean of the College of Nursing. Dr. Powell.
Good evening and welcome to our white coat ceremony at the University of Toledo College of Nursing. As Dr. Mitchell noted, I have the honor and privilege of serving as the interim dean for the College of Nursing this year. This evening, we have gathered faculty, staff, family members, friends, and significant others to join together to witness the ceremonial entrance into the nursing profession. We have 112 Bachelor of Science in Nursing students. Let's give them a round of applause. And I would now like to introduce Dr. Eileen Walsh, Senior Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Research, Interim Coordinator for Continuing Nursing Education, and Director of the College of Nursing Honors. She has a lot of titles, for her remarks.
Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you, family, friends, and significant others of the wonderful nursing students we're privileged to work with as they move on their journey throughout the nursing career. I have a few short remarks before we get going on this ceremony, so if you just bear with me a minute, I wanted to share those with you. Becoming a nurse has truly been one of the most rewarding experiences for me, as I do hope that all of you in turn will find yourself. We have the unique privilege of taking care of individuals, not only from those wee little days when birth occurs, but also at the very end of life in the trajectory with death. So it's very much a privilege and an honor to be a nurse, and indeed, as I mentioned before, I do hope you will also emulate those same thoughts as you become a nurse. So with the recent COVID-19 pandemic, the whole country, the whole world, if you will, has really turned their attention to nursing. So nursing really is in the forefront. Not only have we been in the forefront visibly, as you've watched all the newscasts, but also physically with all the demanding needs that have transpired with care delivery to those who have suffered from COVID. So truly, indeed, the nursing profession is honorable and one that we should all be proud of. So many times in the past, we've thought about nursing in terms of Florence Nightingale. Hence, that's why the lamp is here. But truly, nursing today is really modern nursing. So modern nursing really calls for all of you to be critically astute, to be clinically savvy, to possess complex assessment skills, and importantly, too, to solve those unique and ever-changing problems that healthcare presents to us. So our whole mission here at the University of Toledo is to improve the human condition in the region and the world. And we, too, espouse that same philosophy quite clearly at the College of Nursing. So where do nurses work? All of you can readily see the television shows which portray nurses in hospitals. But you all know nurses work in clinics, we work in jails, industry, we work also in substance abuse centers, just to name a few of the vast array of job opportunities available to you when you graduate. So indeed it is, again, a pleasure to be a nurse. The other aspects of the world that we should talk about in terms of geographic regions are those nurses who work in remote areas of the world. They are in Africa, in small little villages, South America, even the homeless clinics in our unique areas here in the Toledo area as well as the region. So who are you as a nurse, and what might you be called? You might be called a bedside nurse. You might be called a critical care nurse. In the front, right in front of you here, are nurses within the healthcare arena in academia. They're educators. We also can be consultants, healthcare policy makers, and even some nurses have been walking the halls within Congress. And specifically, we've had 2 nurses who have been in acting Surgeon General positions within the United States. So I hope you've seen that the options for you as you walk through this journey will be impactful and meaningful and limitless as you walk through your career in nursing. So one of the things I'd like to hallmark today is the symbolic nature of why we're here today. The white coat ceremony, which all of you have and you'll be donned here in front, really represents the rite of passage. So the rite of passage in historical times used to be the cap, and many of you in the audience might be nurses or no former nurses who wore a cap. So now we've replaced that with the white coat ceremony, which we have tonight. So I wanted to just share with you with these parting remarks that today's white coat ceremony is also sponsored by the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, and also the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. We have a little pin that the nurses will be getting, and it's important to embody the admonition on the pin, and it actually says, keeping healthcare human. So I hope you all think often when you wear that pin that we are all keeping healthcare human, and remember that as we progress along our journey. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Dr. Kathleen Mitchell to the podium here. She's going to be sharing some remarks about the history of nursing. So please do welcome Dr. Kathy Mitchell, our Associate Dean of Student Services. Thank you.
Good evening, students. I speak on behalf of the College of Nursing faculty, who are all confident that you have made an excellent choice in choosing nursing as your career path. Today, this message is framed around the word imagine. Imagine what has been done, and imagine what you will do. Noted historian David McCullough contends, history is who we are and why we are the way we are. This holds true for each of you. Each of you has a history, a journey of experiences, relationships, and interests that have informed your choice to be here today. His adage also holds true for our professional history. Countless men and women have advanced the cause for centuries. As you imagine your future, I hope you will take pride in a newfound connection to our fine past. Time is limited, but let's just imagine a bit about some of those who have come before you. Imagine Dee O'Hara, who was the first nurse to work with NASA and participated in all of the launches of the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs, as well as the first space shuttle flight. President Kennedy declared an ambitious goal in the 1960s to end the decade with a moon landing. Just imagine as a nurse being an important part of that amazing accomplishment. Later, she worked for many years at NASA's Research Center with studies exploring the physiological parallels between bed rest and spaceflight, influential in understanding the impact of space travel on astronaut health. Imagine Anna Mae Hayes, who recently died at the age of 97. From childhood, she practiced wrapping bandages around the legs of a kitchen table. She was inspired to join the Army Nurse Corps after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. She went on to establish the first military hospital in Incheon during the Korean War, oversaw a 4,500-member nursing corps in Vietnam when trauma care was advancing, and led the Army Nurse Corps. At a time when it was hard to sell, this nurse pushed to advance education for military nurses and was a pioneer in removing barriers to pregnant women and mothers in the military. Although her obituary states that there were no survivors, in one sense, this is not incorrect. Just imagine the legacy of leadership and commitment she has left behind for the nurses she led and the U.S. Army Nurse Corps and the men and women who have followed as nurse leaders. Imagine the young nurses of Boston General Hospital boarding a train in response to a 1917 massive harbor explosion in Halifax, Canada, that killed and injured thousands. Such is the gratitude of Nova Scotia that they send a large Christmas tree to the city of Boston each year. It must have been exciting for nurses like our former faculty colleague, Dr. Courthouse, to be among the first of nurses to open up a critical care unit as they emerged in the 1960s. History provides us with context at the same time we see the literature documenting novel approaches in COVID-19 care practices. As we consider contemporary disease contagions, imagine being with lay nurse Kezia Delpelchin, who went toward, not away, from providing care in the multiple 19th century yellow fever epidemics. In letters she wrote, "I do feel thankful for God for sparing my life and health, how everything was ordered for my benefit. Still, the remembrance of the pandemic, of the awful scenes of the great epidemic, have cast a shadow on my heart that will never pass away. As we see this history mirrored today, how grateful we are for the generous service and talents of nurses." Imagine Clara Barton's journey as a Civil War nurse and founder of the American Red Cross, who challenged queries about her presence as a woman in the arena of war. She replied, "If you chance to feel that the positions I occupied were rough and unseemly for a woman, I can only reply that they were rough and unseemly for men." Similarly, in service, poet Walt Whitman wrote that he gained more for those he cared for than they did from him, describing this as the greatest privilege and satisfaction, and of course, the most profound lesson of my life. Imagine the career of Mary Eliza Mahoney, who in 1879 became the first African-American graduate nurse in the United States and dedicated much of her career to challenge the status quo and discrimination of her chosen field. The American Nurses Association has a tradition of an award named for her to nurses whose efforts expand diversity and inclusion in nursing. Imagine the efforts of Dr. Luther Christman, an early advocate for gender diversity in nursing, the first male dean of an American nursing school, and a co-founder of the American Association for Men in Nursing. 2 national awards honor his career in recognizing substantial contributions of men to the advancement of nursing. Imagine the careful efforts of all standard bearers who continue the mission of building diversity in our ranks to represent more fully the people and the communities we serve and to more richly understand the human experience of others. Imagine the experience of Nurse Lydia King, who wrote in her diary, "Shall not describe their wounds, they were too awful. One loses sight of all the honor and the glory in the work we are doing." Imagine the nurses who have served in the military, including those from our faculty and student bodies, who have served others in times of both peace and war, and often in harrowing circumstances. An example is our CNL program alumni, Air Force Major Michelle Bittner, whose personal history of overseas deployment and seeing those with PTSD influenced her choice to earn a psych mental health doctoral degree. Mary Breckenridge, in 1925, founder of the Kentucky Frontier Nursing Service, wrote, "It grew upon me that nurse midwifery was a logical response to the needs of the young child in rural America. My work would be for them." Can you imagine going to clinical rotations on horseback, no matter the conditions in rural Appalachia? Her pioneering work continues there today as an outstanding model of care delivery. Lillian Wald's public health nursing in the late 19th and earliest 20th century was visionary, and she modeled social activism. Imagine since the countless nurses, including those in our college, who have advanced our profession, influenced policy and legislation for the public good, and advocated for a better healthcare system and society. Imagine noted nursing leader and suffragist activist Lavinia Dock, as she declared in 1970, "The old stiff minds must give way. The old selfish minds must go. Obstructive reactionaries must move on. The young are at the gates." Our history is long and our influence is alive and well. The nurses before you have laid an impressive and always forward-moving path for you. The Year of the Nurse has brought us special attention, and we know our nurse colleagues did not imagine themselves to be part of a global pandemic. But as nurses always have, they have stepped up their game while facing difficult circumstances in practice, profound ethical challenges, while also advocating for better practices in public health policies. As we came out of the pandemic, historians will document not only what we did, but how we did will inform evidence-based practice in the future. It doesn't take much imagination to know that we will look back at this particular time and place in our nursing history and be surrounded by evidence of our commitment and contributions. This history will reveal not only these accomplishments, but also reveal the frustrations and experience of trauma for nurses and colleagues. Imagine the way that nurses have and will continue to do that, and how you will in the future. Thank you, and our best wishes for each of you. Dr. Walsh?
We are going to now proceed with the cloaking of the white coat. Dr. Powell, will you please join me up front? And will the first 2 rows of the BSN students stand and come forward with your name card and your white coat? And students, please hand your card to Dr. Kathleen Mitchell. She'll be right here at the podium. And then, got it? Then come to me with your coat. Okay?
Hannah Balatovich. Courtney Moore. Ariana Lewis. Rava Borden. Jaya Botnager. Paige Trzynski. Maybelline Rodriguez. Lexi Vero. Madison Schock. Mackenzie Mitchie. Paige Chafee. Kirsten Andrews. Madison Bojarski. Abigail Coslow. Jenna Ewerson. Alexis Barhorst. Aubrey Kester. Morgan Hicks. Madeline Risen. Bailey Garno. Jordan Renzi. Natalie Frankel Schoenberger. Olivia Schmeling. Avery Mendel. Jacob Bennett. Elise Bell. Lauren Stout. Shanita Alcaraz. Nicole Chun. Ashlyn England. Jace Horseman. Ethan Music. Molly Kosier. Megan Rafferty. Anna Bredernitz. Bailey Price. Morgan Booth. Grace Bell. Alexis Bottlemeyer. Chloe Pfeiffer. Nicholas Kamza. Graham Farmer. Mayan Hessen. Sophie Culver. Claire Schossberger. Livia Barger. Abdul Elhag. Mariah, oh, sorry. Mariah Venancio. Anna Brewer. Kylie Barber. Christina Charlie. Ashley Claflin. Ellison Rourke. Kendall Ray. Hannah Lepper. Okay. Lainey Mohan. Ellison Manley. Autumn Spears. Olivia Whitcomb. Dylan Cox. Carolyn Grohl. Natalie Hagee. Joseph Travis. Danielle Ora. Nicole Duahy. Lauren Schaefer. Samantha Pinzone. Salantip Novak. Lily Scott. Hannah Hedges. Abigail Oetjens. Bella Rowe. Carly Laux. Ashlyn Fote. Kendra Conley. Elena Springer. Marie Schrader. Mara Waring. Leslie Heiser. Amelia McLavick. Kimberly Zoltani. Hannah Faber. Kayla Diners. Jodianne Deans. Davia Pierce. Courtney Bessencon. Allie Sprout. Shiloh Foltz. Abigail Radabaugh. Lauren Hitz. Haley Fursden. Nina Della Cuesta. Ria Patel. Raisha Patel. Bailey Hyduke. Kelly Stapleton. Madison Adams. Katie Ruby. Hannah Woods. Let's give them a round of applause.
We'll just give the students a chance to get to their seats. Well, one more round of applause and congratulations for this exciting class. What we're going to do now is the reciting of the Nightingale Pledge. And the Nightingale Pledge, for those of you who may be not familiar, is that it's been a time-honored tradition all the way back to the 1893s. So students, if you would please rise, and in your hands, you should have the updated version of the Nightingale Pledge on the back of your program, which you got it? And what we're going to do is read aloud together, hopefully in unison, okay? So everybody got it? Ready? Solemn promise to sing to the best of my ability and to live my life with integrity. I will strive for excellence, digital standard, nay, code of ethics. I will endeavor to use my intellect, spirit, knowledge, and provide non-judgmental, compassionate care to all I serve. Accept the responsibility of this important work, embrace a journey of constant learning. I will work collaboratively today in communities and society. I will do all in my power to maintain the science of nursing. Respectfully, come for me today, I proudly to this wonderful profession. Yay, a big round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated, and Dr. Janet Powell, if you would come up here for closing remarks, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you congratulations again to the students. You're off on a good journey here. I really wish you well. And I just want to thank all the people who helped get this program together and the associate deans and faculty. Faculty, why don't you just stand up and turn around and wave? They didn't know I was going to do this, but. And we've got several staff members around also who have really been helpful tonight. In closing, we know that the journey you have embarked upon will require dedication, effort, and resilience. But you are not alone in this journey. You have with you, either physically or in spirit, family, friends, and significant others who will be here to support you over the next 2 years as you pursue the final stages of your goal to become a nurse. The faculty, staff, and I are also here to assist you. We are with you and will be cheering you on. Your future is very bright. In summary, congratulations once again to each and every one of you who worked so hard to make it to this moment. Thank you all for joining us this evening, as it is truly a day of celebration. We are proud to welcome you into the nursing community. Go Rockets, go. And guests, please wait to leave the auditorium until the students and faculty are dismissed. Faculty may be dismissed at this time. Ushers, please dismiss the students row by row. I hope you all have a great evening.